Hi folks, my name's Barry Donaldson and this is Christy, my assistant, and we're going to be showing you the medial ankle strap and the key tips for the medial ankle strap. Products that we're going to be using are skin adhesive and elastic adhesive bandage. Now, for a nice trim foot like what Christy has got here, I'm going to be using the 50mm, whereas if you're dealing with an athlete with a larger foot, you would use the 75mm elastic adhesive bandage. And then of course we're also going to be using the 38mm premium rigid strapping tape. Now the key point with a medial strap relative to a lateral strap, the lateral strap you really have to crank it up on the lateral side. With the medial strap, just because the anatomical structure, it's a bit more stable on the medial. You do not want to crank it up medially, because if you do, you are going to compromise the lateral ligament and you'll end up, if you strap a person in that position, they're going to roll laterally and they're going to strain their lateral ligament. So for the medial, the foot is strapped in a neutral position. Okay, let's fire away. Come down here a wee bit there, Christy. Okay, now when using the skin adhesive, less is more. Just mist it on. Only just apply a very small amount. That works better. If you put too much on, it doesn't work as well. First thing that we're going to be doing here is applying some fixing strapping tapes. And what's important with these is that you apply on the angle. Now it depends on the size of the person's calf, what angle you apply on, but it's roughly around about that 30-degree mark. So we'll just hold these on, and you're really only covering each strip of tape by 2 or 3 mil because you want maximum skin coverage. Okay? Note that I just actually tap that foot up each time because we don't want to strap the Achilles tendon to the tibia, because that'll cause Achilles tendonitis. Okay, where we go there. Now the lower straps down here around the ankle don't come all the way around the front. Leave a gap in the skin down here, because otherwise you will crimp the skin and cut the skin. Keep that foot well up so that we're not going to strap that Achilles tendon into the tibia. Okay, we'll go all the way down. Just adding those little perks and tweaks to the tape to get a nice smooth strap. Okay, so we're fixed there. Now basically what we're going to do is a figure of 6 around both ways. Okay, so we're going to start here, wrap around, and we're going to come up laterally, but the foot is in the neutral position, and bring it around. Then you start the other way, wrap it around, and you support that medial ligament. Okay, hold that up. We do 2 of those each way, one going lateral, one going medial. So, and then we're going to apply 3 stirrups. Now this time we will apply the stirrups from the lateral around the medial, but again the foot is in the neutral position. Now you can apply the stirrups before you apply the figure 6s if you wish. It makes no difference whatsoever. The key thing with the stirrups is just note that we're going to web them. So that first one I put down the middle, the second one I went down slightly behind it, this third one I'm going to actually come down in front of it, and the same is happening on the medial side here that you can't see. When we take the tape around underneath the foot, it is absolutely critical that it is well back, and in fact the strip of tape that goes underneath the foot isn't much wider than the 38mm of its own self. So it's well down the foot there. We've webbed that into place, and then very simply we do my wee trick. And this just locks over. Now see what I'm doing here? Potentially, you won't see this particular aspect applied with any other strapping technique. And what we do is calcaneum to calcaneum. And what that does is just locks the foot into place. And we'll go one above there. We can come up the tibia a little bit. It almost acts as a fixer. And then we simply lock that down. Like so. Simple as that, and I'll give you a 100% guarantee that that ankle's going to go nowhere. The key points of the medial ankle strap are that the ankle is strapped in the neutral position. Take note of the angle of those initial fixing straps. Make sure that the lower fixing straps don't go right around the ankle, and the figure sixes run both from medial to lateral and lateral to medial, so you are strapping in that neutral position. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it interesting, check out the other videos in this series of strapping techniques.